Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome to the finals of the Cruiserweight Classic. At the end of tonight's episode we will know our first Cruiserweight Champion and Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions. Ready for our 205 Live Universe mode. And here is our first match of the evening, our first semi-final. The winner of pool number 1, Johnny Gargano, takes on the winner of pool number 4, Mustafa Ali. And here then comes Johnny wrestling. Of course, he won pool 1, like I said. Getting past the likes of Adam Cole, Tyler Bates, Buddy Murphy, TJP, Gran Metalik, Noam Dar, and Akira Tozawa in that group. And his opponent there, like I said, from pool number 4, Mustafa Ali. In that group, there was Tommaso Ciampa, Roderick Strong, Rey Mysterio, Drew Gulak, Lince Dorado, Akira Tozawa again, apparently, and Sunil Singh. Did I put Akira Tozawa in twice? I might have done, you know. God, Tozawa's had a lot of chances, hasn't he, then? I might be wrong. I might have bugged that up somewhere. Here we go, then. We are ready to go. Remember, the winner of this match will have to wrestle again against the winner of Pete Dunne and Araya Daivari, which is coming up for you next. So you're going to want to try and dispatch your opponent as quickly as humanly possible, in my opinion. Which is easier said than done, I should imagine. Both these guys, very strong. Well, you have to be to win your group, don't you, I suppose. There's both probably not the favourites of their group. I thought Adam Cole would win pool 1, to be honest with you. Gargano was up there, but I thought Cole might be the winner. Pool 4, Tommaso Ciampa, Roderick Strong, Rey Mysterio. I mean, the wrong Lince Dorado knocking out Rey Mysterio in the opening round was a massive help for Mustafa Ali. But still, Tommaso Ciampa, Roderick Strong were in there as well, and Mustafa Ali just did so well to come out of that on top. And like I said in the pool 4 videos, he was very much a surprise package this year and really has developed incredibly well on 205 Live, and we're starting to see that bubble over now into our SWE Universe mode as well. And I'm looking forward to this one, 205 Live, because we're going to get a chance to use a lot of people we don't often get a chance to use, and it's going to give us a very interesting main event. I mean, we have got some big names. We have got, like I said, the likes of Finn Balor in there. We've got Andrade Cien Almas, Adam Cole, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Hideo Itami. The main event picture is going to be pretty strong, I think. Looking forward to that one. As PJ Toby's calling. Always knows the best times to ring, doesn't he? Nice neck breaker there by Mustafa Ali. Brings Gargano back up to his feet, and now nice snap suplex, roll straight into the pin. Only a 1 count. So like I said, we've got the 2 semi-final matches as your first 2 matches. Then we're going to have the Tag Team Championship match. That is going to be a fatal 4-way tornado elimination match between the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the Singhs, Sunil and Samir Singh, Red Dragon, which is going to... It's not Red Dragon, it's Undisputed Era, isn't it? Sorry. That's going to be Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong. And then the Lucha Dragon, Sin Cara and Kalisto as well. So one of those 4 teams will be our opening Tag Team Champions in this brand. The idea of having Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong going at it as a tag team for now is interesting, because it just allows Kyle O'Reilly a bit more freedom to go forward, and I would like to see Kyle O'Reilly get a bit more chance this universe mode and maybe get an opportunity at the main championship. I know Adam Cole's going to want that opportunity as well, though. Still can't believe that. I'm pretty sure I put Tozawa in it twice. Either way. And of course, Tozawa was part of the Light Heavyweight Championship match at Shabby Takeover as well. If you've not seen that already, at Shabby Takeover, the first video, which was up a few days ago, we did crown our first 205 Live Light Heavyweight Champion in an 8-man elimination match. Lots of big names from 205 Live in there. Nice sit-out powerbomb there, Mustafa Ali, but Gargano kicks out. Mustafa Ali, once again, looking very, very strong. But just standing over in the fallen soldier as Johnny Gargano, not really doing much about it. You need to take advantage of these situations, because Gargano's just going to do that, avoid you, and then catch you straight in the Saito suplex. That's your own fault, Mustafa Ali. It really is. So there is some strong names. I mean, I'm going to bring a couple extras in here and there. A few legends here and there. I want to try and bring a few more people, and I know I've asked this a couple of times in some of the previous videos that I don't think I've actually uploaded yet, so I'm going to ask them again. We spoke about Aleister Black as a potential member of this roster, as there's the lawn dart by Gargano. We spoke about potentially bringing in some people that are not 100% realistic, like your Will Ospreay. There's potential. Marty Skull, maybe. Zack Sabre Jr. Would you be interested in seeing those guys as part of this roster? Austin Aries. Bring back Neville. So those are just the odd questions that I wanted to know. Legends-wise, of course, we will do something on the same sort of line done with NXT and bring a few Cruiserweight legends in here and there. As Gargano now locking in the head, there's the big elbow in the head, and Mustafa Ali's busted open from that. Johnny Gargano is the Brock Lesnar of 205 Live. With that busting open now, locking in middle of the ring, the Gargano escape. But Mustafa Ali able to roll it through straight away. Lucky old Mustafa Ali there, really. Mustafa Ali now hoisting Johnny Gargano up top. Which one of these two men will make it through to the final to fight for the Cruiserweight Championship? Johnny Gargano, of course, won his first ever major SWE Championship when he became the NXT Champion. Can he make it 2 out of 2 and become the 205 Live Champion as well? Or will that standing Spanish fly be enough? Oh, no, it's not quite. Gargano does kick out. Mustafa Ali can't believe it. He thought he had the match won there and then. Ali bringing Gargano back up to his feet. Drags him over and chucks him over the top to the outside. Interesting. Going to try and use his environment as a weapon, I suppose. Step of Enziguri knocking Gargano down now. You could get a count-out victory here. It's not out of the question to do so. Gargano with a boot in the gut of Mustafa Ali. Strong right hands is a nice drop kick by Ali as well. Gargano taking Ali down. Good back and forth, and now the collar elbow tie up on the outside. Gargano slides back in. Mustafa Ali joins him as well. Gargano exits. Gargano re-enters. Nice. Nice bit of weirdness there in the middle of this match. That's how you know it's a 2K game, isn't it, really? Where there's a little bit of weirdness. He's going to go for the lawn dart once again. He hits it once again. And, of course, he's already busted open Mustafa Ali. There's a pin by Johnny Gargano. 1, 2. Oh, so close to a free count. But Mustafa Ali just about kicked out. And now Gargano rolling Ali over into the submission. Has the arm hooked, now rolling back the other arm as well. Of course, he's already locked in the Gargano escape on that shoulder. That could have really weakened Mustafa Ali, who once again manages to roll through that submission. Nice reverse DDT there by Mustafa Ali now, looking to head up to the top. If he can hit that inverted 450, that could be enough. He's going for it. But Gargano got back up to his feet. And because Mustafa Ali had his back to him, he didn't even notice it. That was a terrible way of doing things, really. But Gargano catching Mustafa Ali into a neck breaker. What a fantastic match this has been to start off this episode. 1, 2. Oh, so close. Gargano breaks up the back and catches Ali with the boots in the back of the leg. Now into the ropes. It always looks like Mustafa Ali's jumpsuit's on back to front, doesn't it? It's a weird one, isn't it? As Gargano slowly getting back up to his feet. Mustafa Ali just clotheslines him back over the top and going to fight on the outside again by the looks of it. Or is Mustafa Ali going to try and win this by count out? It's quite optimistic, to be honest with you. Because the referee's count is not very quick at all. And Gargano starts to crawl on the outside, so Mustafa Ali continues to put the pressure on. But maybe he's giving Gargano just a few extra seconds to recuperate. Oh, but Gargano got too close to the ropes there. Ali caught him, springing him head first off that rope into a nice neck breaker. And look where he's positioned now. Mustafa Ali sees exactly where Gargano's positioned. Heads up to the top. 450 splash. Wow, why is he not? He does go for the pin eventually. That was really slow. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Just too slow. I mean, if Mustafa Ali had gone for the pin straight away, then he might have got that there, but he just took a little bit too long. Allowing Gargano the time he needed to get back up, and Mustafa Ali now with the clotheslines, sending Gargano into the corner. Gargano ducks, boot into the side of the head. Mustafa Ali now, thought he was going to go springboard, but decided against it, but then that little bit of time Gargano needed to catch Mustafa Ali, drops him neck first across that top rope. Brings Mustafa Ali back up, there's the right hand. And, trying to catch Mustafa Ali, but Mustafa Ali rolls him through. 1, 2. Gargano rolls it back. 1, 2. Oh my god, this match. What a great start this has been to this video. Oh, nice ace crusher by Gargano. This has really been an amazing match. These two guys have got some incredible in-ring chemistry. Gargano not quite sure what to do. Oh, he's got it perfectly right now, though. Middle of the ring, locks it in. Gargano escaped, but again, Mustafa Ali able to roll straight through. He has that move perfectly scouted, Mustafa Ali. He just seems to know how to get straight out of it. Hurricanrana by Gargano. The blood pouring from the forehead of Mustafa Ali. The longer this match goes on, the worse it's going to be. And you can imagine that both Araya Daivari and Pete Dunne backstage now are watching this, and they're very happy with this situation because both these guys are really knackered each other out. It's going to make them easy prey for the winner of that Pete Dunne Araya Daivari match next. Lawn dart for the 3rd time in the match. Dropping him face first. Gargano now stalking him. Nice elbow right to the heart. Gargano now backs away into the corner. Looks like he's going to go for a different tact rather. Then the Gargano escapes and misses the super kick. It catches him with a boot and then into a short DDT. Wow, this match is incredible. This match has really been something else so far. It really has. Nice elbow to the head there by Mustafa Ali. Nice neck breaker as well. Mustafa Ali heads up to the top. He turns. We're going to see the inverted 450, but again, it's missed as Johnny Gargano gets the knees up. Although Mustafa Ali completely sold, well, he completely no-sold the knees up as Gargano rolls that powerbomb for referee. Come on, how slow can you be? Referee is incredibly slow, painfully slow in that situation. There was a free count before the referee even got there, I think. Gargano with the... oh, nice. Like a combination Seth Walker into a crossroads. Drags Ali back into the middle of the ring. Locks in the Gargano escape one more time. This time he does get it locked in properly. And Mustafa Ali, middle of the ring, has no choice but to tap out. But what a freaking match that was. I mean, that was insanely good. And that puts Johnny Gargano into the final here this evening. Johnny Gargano will face off against the winner of Pete Dunne and Araya Daivari for the Cruiserweight Championship. Mustafa Ali, pissing out with blood, let's face it, offers a handshake to Gargano. And there we go, that is the respect being shown by both men. Gargano goes on to our final for a chance to become the first Cruiserweight Champion in 205 Live. Mustafa Ali is knocked out of the competition, but shows incredible heart and has really built up his reputation in my mind. I think Mustafa Ali is someone who could definitely get some pretty good looks in soon. That's interesting. So they put Johnny Gargano as Aleister Black's enemy on this game. I wonder if that's supposed to be updated. Either way, let's get into our second semi. And here is our second semi-final. Pete Dunne takes on Araya Daivari for the chance to face off against Johnny Gargano. So first of all then is Pete Dunne. He got through the group that contained Andrade Cien Almas, Bobby Fish, Tyler Breeze, Ricochet, Xavier Woods, Jack Gallagher and Samir Singh. Some would argue possibly the hardest group out of the lot, but Pete Dunne was victorious. And I'll tell you what, a Pete Dunne versus Johnny Gargano final would probably be absolutely insane. I'll be well up for that, I really would. But there is one man standing in the way of that match, and this is this man right here, Araya Daivari. Now, this was a very interesting one. Araya Davari defeated the group containing Finn Balor, Kyle O'Reilly, Hideo Itami, Cedric Alexander, Anthony Nese, Kofi Kingston, and Oni Lorcan. I take it back. I think Group 2 was the hardest. And Araya Davari, I believe, you might have to fact check me here, I believe Araya Davari defeated Finn Balor in the final and also beat Kyle O'Reilly as well. So really didn't just scrape through the group. He took out the main men in that group. And now he's really proven himself. And again, just like Mustafa Ali before, win, lose or draw here, Araya Davari's really built himself up in my estimations. And I feel like this is going to be a strong universe mode for him. I've managed to speak the entirety for his entrance. Nice short entrance there for Araya Davari. I tell you what, if he pulls off this win here against Pete Dunne as well, that is going to be an absolute push for him. I'm tempted to try and bring his older brother in as well. Sort of try and find him. I'm sure he'll be available somewhere. And the Davari brothers is a nice tag team here. Talking of tag teams, that is our next match, of course, the Tag Team Championship match. Nice running bulldog there by Davari on Pete Dunne, and a boot in the gut to continue the pressure. And Davari's in full control. You hear the crowd booing. They are massive Pete Dunne fans here in Albuquerque. Albuquerque. Davari, oh, just Saito suplex Pete Dunne into the side of the announce table. You can hear the boos ringing out because they are not happy. But Pete Dunne now back up on his feet in the Bruiserweight, trying to show his strength and force, slides back into the ring. Doesn't want to get counted out here. That's the last thing he wants. But Araya Davari just seems to have that speed advantage over Pete Dunne. But how long can he keep that speed advantage up for? Wow. What a knee in the face. Araya Davari is lethal here. Quick pin, one. But Pete Dunne powers out after the 1 count. Davari now bringing Dunne back up to his feet into an ace crusher. Araya Davari, like I said, just showing incredible form. The incredible form that he showed in that competition where he defeated both Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly. Pete Dunne hasn't even a look in now, but Pete Dunne does finally send Davari off the ropes, ducks, and just flattens Davari with a clothesline. Can he keep control of this one, though? I mean, if Pete Dunne does get control of you, then you can guarantee you're in serious trouble because this guy is just going to pick you apart, but we'll have to wait and see. Dunne now wrenching back, starting to contort the body. And they're just dropping the knees right into the spine of Araya Davari. As the PlayStation fan starts to go mad, it's obviously very excited with the matches. Nice running boot in the corner by Pete Dunne. Now drags Araya Davari with a boot in the gut now, bringing him back up. And I tell you what, since Pete Dunne took control, the Davari's got no chance, has he? Just being brutalised here, just having his body contorted, then just the vicious strikes as well. And again, just the knees and the spine. He had a very fast start of Araya Davari, and that's going to be the difference here. If he can keep the match fast, and that's going to, there we go, using his speed very well and just casually rolling Pete Dunne straight into a Boston Crab. But Pete Dunne again just using his strength advantage. I think that's going to be the main thing here. It's going to be strength versus speed. Pete Dunne is not the fastest cruiserweight, we know that, but he has incredible attributes elsewhere. It's a cruiserweight versus the bruiserweight, isn't it, at the end of the day? Pete Dunne now wrenching it back. Armbreaker, lovely. There's the pin. One. Only a 1 count. Just a massive boot right in the spine. Dunne trying to bring him back up, but Davari tripping Dunne over. There's the elbow right into the heart of Dunne. The boot into the arm as well. And another boot into the other side of the arm. And Davari trying to use his speed. The only person who's happy is that one guy there in the stripy shirt in the front row. He seems very happy about Davari. Maybe he's related or something. He seems very happy. Where's Araya Davari from? It's Middle East somewhere, isn't it? Is it Saudi Arabia maybe? I'm not sure. I know it's not Saudi Arabia, is it? Because I know they used Araya Davari and his brother to do some stuff at the Greatest Royal Rumble event in Saudi Arabia, didn't they? Because they were like, are they Israeli? No, they're not Israeli, are they? No, they're not Israeli, because that's why Sami Zayn weren't allowed to go. Nice as the X-Plex there by Pete Dunne. Arena for the 2 count, but Pete Dunne just picking his moments well. Ryan Daivari is getting a lot of the quantity of damage in this match, but Pete Dunne definitely with a quality of damage. Avoiding that. Oh, look at that. Avoided the flying knee, then caught Ryan Daivari into a bitter end. Pete Dunne rolls him over. 1, 2, and 3. Pete Dunne picked his moment perfectly there. Ryan Daivari went for the jumping knee strike for the 2nd time in this match. Pete Dunne avoided it, caught him with that stiff forearm right into the bitter end, and Pete Dunne makes his way forward. And we have a Pete Dunne versus Johnny Gargano final for the Cruiserweight Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Pete Dunne versus freaking Johnny Gargano. Could we have asked for a better final? Let's see if we see the ending. It was a really good ending, actually. Probably not. The way the highlights work in this game, they're a bit funky. There was the X-Plex. Was in there for the 2 count, of course. But no, we don't get to see it. It was just the jumping knee strike missed. And then Pete Dunne just caught with that stiff forearm straight into the bitter end. And that is enough for the 1, the 2, and the 3 count. So Pete Dunne will take on Johnny Gargano in the finals later on this evening after our Tag Team Championship match. Coming for you right now. Here we go then, Cruiserweight Tag Team Championship match. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods representing the New Day. We've got Samir and Sunil Singh representing the Bollywood Boys. Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong representing, of course, the Undisputed Era. And, of course, we have got the Lucha Dragons, Kalisto and Sin Cara. And here then come the Singh brothers, otherwise known as the Bollywood Boys, of course, before they joined WWE. We have got... I think Sunil Singh's the one in the pants and Samir Singh's the one in the trousers, to be honest, but I must admit, I'm not fantastic at names. And next up then we have got... Why has it done this again? It keeps doing this. We have got Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong representing the Undisputed Era. For some reason the game decides they should enter separately. Let's just skip Roderick Strong's entrance, we don't need that. And here we go, in the New Day, we have got Kofi Kingston throwing the pancakes. We have got Xavier Woods with the green trombone, as you always do. That's a normal conversation that sounds perfectly fine outside of context, isn't it? And then our final team in this Tag Team Championship match. Back together once again, Kalisto and Sin Cara, the Lucha Dragons. The bell goes, we are underway, so tornado rules apply. We have got 4 teams. It is elimination. Both members of the team have to be eliminated before the team is eliminated, of course. We've done this match once before in NXT, and it ended up going perfectly in order. Like, one team got eliminated the first 2 pins, the second team got eliminated the second 2 pins, and the third team got eliminated the third 2 pins. And then the winning team was both there at the end. So it was an interesting way of doing things. This might be a little bit more random, this one. Talking of random, I am going to struggle to keep track of what's going on. I'm not going to lie to you. There's 4 individual battles going on there. Pinfalls and submissions only count inside the ring. So everything outside the ring is interesting, but it won't affect the match so well. It could affect the match and the amount of damage that's done on the outside, but it's not going to finish off a pin or submission or anything like that. So, we've currently got Xavier Woods, I mean that is, locking Bobby Fish into the Tree of Woe. We've got Sin Cara inside the ring with Samir Singh. Now outside the ring, Sunil Singh comes in. I would say that the New Day are probably favourites for this one. However, I think Red Dragon... Well, they're not Red Dragon, are they? I keep going Red Dragon. Undisputed Era have got to be pretty strong in there as well. I think Undisputed Era will probably do a Freebird rule with. But the reason I did not involve Kyle O'Reilly in this match is because he was involved in the Light Heavyweight Championship match. I would like to see him in a bit more singles action this Universe mode. So I might make the whole Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong thing a bit more interesting, as early on in the match, and already Bobby Fish has locked in a knee bar on Xavier Woods. This could be an early elimination. It's not, though. Xavier Woods was able to break free, but the damage might be done. You see him hobbling a bit there. Northern Light suplex now. As Sunil Singh catching Kofi Kingston from behind. Nice elbows as well. And you'd think that the New Day should be doing well here because both of their men are inside the ring. But now everyone else is in the ring as well. Literally all of a sudden, oh no, not all 8. 7 now. Sin Cara looking for the jumping Hurricanrana on Sunil Singh, but Singh caught him and dropped him face first. Nice headbutt to the back there. That's what you got to do. You got to try and creep up on your opponents and maybe try and take out the bigger names first. That might be the wisest idea. Try and take the ones that are going to be the biggest sort of threat to your team out as early as you can, really. I mean, I think the underdogs in this one will probably be the Bollywood boys. They're sort of the team that have got the less sort of experience in WWE. Sin Cara there just jumping on the referee's head, as you do. Nice Kalisto, the boot in the side of the head of Sunil Singh. If he goes to the pin, he might actually eliminate him here, but he just wasted a bit too much time. And now Singh had the chance to recuperate back up on his feet. Xavier was now looking for the boom drop and hits it on Bobby Fish. That could be a massive elimination early on, you know. But doesn't go for the pin. Don't know why he's not gone for the pin there, to be honest. And looking for the SOS, but Fish caught him and then took him out with that clothesline. Sunil Singh tried to take Kalisto, but Kalisto managed to break free now into a running Hurricanrana. I'm thinking up some pretty cool matches at the moment. I'm thinking some sort of massive lucha match should happen at some point. I mean, Gran Metalik, Lince Dorado, Kalisto, Sin Cara, Rey Mysterio Jr. all in the ring at the same time. Maybe bring in Psychosis and Juventud masked for a match. As Bobby Fish once again locking in that knee bar, this time on Kofi Kingston. And Xavier Woods was able to break it up. Of course, remember it is elimination, so people are not going to be blocking pinfalls normally. However, if it is your teammate being pinned, you probably are. Kalisto with the Salida del Sol on Sunil Singh. Samir Singh's been busted open badly. You see the blood streaming from his head. Kalisto going for the pin on Sunil Singh. 1, 2, and 3. And that's our first elimination. It's Sunil Singh from the Bollywood boys. As now Kalisto locking in a figure 4 leg lock here on Samir Singh as well. Could there be a second elimination? No. Roderick Strong was stalking him, but it didn't look like it's going to happen. As Kalisto went for the offense instead. Samir Singh's got a hell of a job in front of him now if he wants to win these tag team championships. And that suplex backbreaker is going to make it almost impossible as he stays down for the 1, the 2, and the Bollywood boys are out. 2 eliminations in short succession makes us now into a triple threat tag team match. Sin Cara was eyeing up Kofi Kingston, broke free. I think Kofi went for the SOS and Sin Cara was able to block it. Oh, and then does hit the SOS on Sin Cara. That could be an elimination right here. If he can drag away from the ropes and go for the pin. Which he does. There's the pin. Kalisto sees it at the corner of his eye and makes it in to break up the pin. That's great teamwork there by Kalisto. Seeing the danger that his tag team partner was in. Roderick Strong deadlift. Well, deadlift into a backdrop actually. That was pretty interesting, that. Normally it's deadlift German, but he went the whole way. There's the pin by Roderick Strong and Sin Cara, but Kalisto there once again to break it up. The referee got taken out in that kerfuffle as well. Kalisto, man, what are you doing, Kalisto? Don't do it, Kalisto. Oh, big splash to the outside, but Kofi had his knees up. Sit out powerbomb there by Sin Cara on Roderick Strong. These, I remember Sin Cara and Kalisto are former tag team champions in NXT. Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, both former tag team champions, not together, but as part of the same stable in NXT as well. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, former tag team champions on both Raw and SmackDown. So all of these teams have a lot of strong history. As Kofi stalking Sin Cara, looking to Timothy eat defeat, and there goes Sin Cara down. There's the pin by Kofi. Kalisto once again sees it, but nice block in there by Xavier Woods, blocked it off well, and now Sin Cara is eliminated And Kalisto is on his own. Can he survive on his own? But once again, we're seeing the eliminations go in order, aren't we? Order by team. Was that a little bit of argy-bargy there between Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong for a moment? Nice boot in the back of the leg by Kalisto, and then, Kofi just flattens Roderick Strong from behind. It looks like both Kalisto and Kofi there were lining up Roderick Strong. And I think it's probably wise for... Well, it'd be wise for Red Dragon, or Undisputed Era, shall I say. It'd be wise for Undisputed Era to try and take a member of the New Day out. It'd be wise for the New Day to try and take a member of the Undisputed Era out. They're sort of focusing on Kalisto here, but Kalisto just one man on his own. It might not matter here as Bobby Fish notices a rope break. There we go. Roddy just drop it. Xavier Woods flat on his face. Woods back up to his feet. Oh, nice forearm. And there's the knee bar locked in once again on Kalisto. And Kalisto does tap out. Lucha Dragons are out. We are down to Undisputed Era and the New Day. But at the moment, Roderick Strong on the outside, not able to help his tag team partner Bobby Fish, who's being attacked by both members of the New Day. They could be tag team champions here in our 205 Live Universe mode. Not seen that in a very long time. I don't remember the last time that I did see them as tag team champions, to be honest. Nice discus forearm there by Roderick Strong. Went for it again, but super kick in the gut there by Xavier Woods on Roddy. Nice takedown there by Kofi, who goes to the pin, but Roddy's in. He tried to break it up. He had to go for it a second time. The first time, nobody even saw it. There's the suplex backbreaker by Roderick Strong. Can he get the pin? Woods is mounted on the ropes. 1, 2... Oh, it's only a 2 count. That was their perfect opportunity because Woods was incapacitated on the ropes. Fish, nice striking ability on Xavier Woods. Xavier drops into the corner but catches Fish with the dragon screw. Woods now with a pin on Roderick Strong. 1, 2. I'm not sure what he hit him with, but it was enough. I didn't see what he hit him with in the corner there, but it was enough, and now it's 2-on-1. It's Bobby Fish versus Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Nice. This is going to be pretty bad for Bobby Fish, I should imagine. Kofi Kingston, nice Hurricanrana, taking him down. Roderick Strong has to make his way to the back, otherwise his tag team partner will get eliminated. Remember, falls count, or not falls count anyway, but there's no count outs in this match. This is not affecting it here on the outside, just doing more damage, I suppose. But, Bobby Fish just sending Kofi Kingston right into the ring post. That looks vicious. Kofi's out. Look at him on the outside, just completely grounded. If Fish can get an elimination here on Woods, that would be a very interesting match then. I mean, Fish has been busted open, but Woods really hit that hard. Really hit that hard. Now, Kingston is back in the ring as Fish takes Woods down, but Fish needs to concentrate here on Kofi because Kofi just creeps up behind in the numbers game, really getting the better of Bobby Fish here. Xavier Woods with Fish in the corner. Tornado DDT. Kofi now brings Fish back up to his feet. Into the corner. Fish fighting back with the elbow now, taking Kofi down with that jumping forearm. There's the pin, but Xavier's still there, just going to break it straight away. You've got to take Xavier out as well, mate. But if you can have a great opportunity now. Xavier slides free into reverse DDT. If Fish could have just locked in that knee bar on Woods, he might have had a chance as Kofi drops into the pin. 1, 2... Only a 2 count, and then Xavier follows up with that big splash. The New Day have surely got to win this one now. I mean, it's just too one-sided, isn't it? Too one-sided. As Kofi with the SOS. And then Xavier kind of landed on his back. I don't think he landed it as well as he intended to, but that should be enough either way as Kofi goes in for the pin. For the 1, the 2... And your brand new tag team champions, The New Day. What a match that was as well. It's been a really good evening so far for wrestling. We still have our final to come for you. Of course, Johnny Gargano versus Pete Dunne for the Cruiserweight Championship. Looking forward to that one a lot. What a match this was. Again, though, just like in our previous 8-man tag, everyone gets eliminated in order. It's really weird that each team gets eliminated. It wasn't like there was one member of a team going for a while and vice versa. They just... Both the Bollywood Boys gone. Both the Lucha Dragons gone. Both Undisputed Era gone. But there we go. New Day rocks. There's the championships. There's the trombone. Your new 205 Live Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions. Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods. The New Day. Right, it's time to crown our next champion. Our main event champion. It's main event time. And here is that main event of the evening. Johnny Gargano, who defeated Mustafa Ali earlier in the evening, takes on Pete Dunne, who defeated Araya Daivari. And here is Johnny Gargano, then a man who had a very difficult night earlier on this evening. Fantastic match with Mustafa Ali, who put absolutely everything into it. Is Johnny fully fit? He's only had the tag team match to rest. Is he fully fit for this one? Will Pete Dunne be able to pick him off? And here is the Bruiserweight then, a man who had a match earlier on as well against Araya Daivari, but took a bit of damage. Nothing major. I feel like he might be in a much better position for this match. I feel like Pete Dunne is going to be an absolute force to be reckoned with here. I feel like either way, this is going to be an absolutely stunning match. And this is what it's for then, to become the first Cruiserweight champion of our 205 Live Universe mode. The referee holds the belt up high and we are ready to go. The hard cam's on that way, is it? On the 205 Live? Pointing up the ramp. That was interesting. There we go. Bell goes. We're underway. Straight into an ace crusher there by Johnny Gargano, trying to get the early pin. One. Pete Dunne, though, a bit shaken, but not stirred. He's back up. Just be taken back down again with a leg breaker by Johnny Gargano. Just like the Araya Daivari match, Gargano's going to go with the pace early on, and Pete Dunne just needs to slow the pace of the match down to get himself a bit of control. But once he does get control, it's so difficult for people to take that control back from Pete Dunne. So he does often take an early onslaught. Gargano sending Dunne into the ropes, but well, ducking the run of Dunne, who fights back for a rake to the eyes and into a big STO-style clothesline boot in the chest of Gargano as well. Gargano now up on his feet, as Dunne just forced him into the corner with such pace and such power that Gargano comes pigging back. Nice reverse DDT by Gargano. Boot in the leg. And now looking for that arm breaker. Interesting maneuver. Not just doing damage to Pete Dunne, but also weakening what damage Pete Dunne can do in the future. Gargano now rolling Dunne through once again into another arm breaker. Dunne back up at his feet, but Gargano caught him with that spinning heel kick. Dunne into the corner. Gargano running elbow. Dunne back up now. Gargano back up. Dunne fighting back with the elbow in the face, and then a running punch basically. Just flatten Gargano. And Dunne just biting the fingers of Gargano as well. Dunne sends Gargano into the ropes. Nice snap German. Gargano just holding his neck, and Dunne going to go for the quick pin. 1, 2. I don't think he thinks he's going to get the win there, Dunne, by any chance. I think what he's doing there is just slowing the pace of the match down, allow himself to get a breathe while Gargano has to exert energy to kick out from the pin. Dunne with a boot in the gut, and again another running forearm. And the Bruiserweight is really starting to prove himself here. Pete Dunne just continued strikes to Johnny Gargano, and that's the one thing Gargano is really struggling with here, is just the flat strikes. Nice, and just really wrenching that leg. Oh, the amount of pain being shown there. Gargano with a right hand right in the gut of Pete Dunne. And Dunne now right hands in the gut of it. Every time Gargano thinks he's getting back in the match, Dunne just has that wherewithal to turn it back around. They're taking him up into an X-Plex. And this match could be a bit shorter than what we thought. Like I said, Johnny Gargano must be knackered from that really difficult match he had earlier on this evening against, of course, Mustafa Ali. There's the arm breaker by Pete Dunne. And biting the fingers of Johnny Gargano as well. Now, Pete Dunne stalking. If we see a bitter end here, it could be the end of the tournament. Pete Dunne forearm into the bitter end. There's the pin. 1, 2, and wow. Johnny Gargano kicks out at the bitter end. I mean, there wasn't a lot behind it. And now all he's doing is just leading on more onslaught. Pete Dunne, just boots in the back of Johnny Gargano. And now stiff kicks in the face. Pete Dunne is just such a brutal, brutal man in the ring. I mean, I don't envy Johnny Gargano at all here. I mean, don't get me wrong, championship match, final of the Cruiserweight Classic tournament, don't get me wrong, but still, I would not fancy being part of that. Nice suplex into an armbar. But still just holding it on as Gargano rolled it through and looking once again to contort the body. I'm loving Pete Dunne's moveset on this game. Boom. We'll have to use a bit more of him, I think. If he's the champion, we'll see a lot more of him, of course. If he's not the champion, we'll probably even see even more of him, to be honest. So, either way, lots of Pete Dunne coming. And, of course, it looks like our next universe mode after NXT is going to be NXT UK. Who's more the main man in there? Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne's the main man everywhere. Dunne now locking in the headlock. Slowing the pace of the match down once again while trying to drain energy from Johnny Gargano by retaining energy in himself. It's a real sort of... They call it six-pointer in soccer, don't they, really? Or football, should I say. Soccer. Where do they get soccer from? Football, where you take points off your opponent while getting points yourself. So it's sort of like a... You're getting double the effect. If you're regaining energy and your opponent's losing energy at the same time, you're getting twice the benefit. As this match now continues on the outside. I'll tell you what, we're not having a count out here. We're not having a double count out. Gargano just gets his spine curved around that ring post. Pete Dunne now. Oh, what happened there? I'm not sure what happened there, but I think Dunne's back gave way, you know. That's not a good sign. Referee's up to a 6 count. Pete Dunne's back is... Oh, Gargano, what are you doing, man? Oh, Gargano just got down in time, but it still could be problems for him as he gets caught in the Saito suplex. Gargano, that was really silly, man. Really silly. Pete Dunne now. X-Plex. Drops Gargano. There's the pin. 1, 2. And it's only enough for a 2 count. Pete Dunne desperate for this victory. Stalking Pete Dunne. Or stalking Johnny Gargano, should I say. There's the forearm. Hooks it in once again. We're going to see the bitter end. There's the pin. 1, 2. And new Cruiserweight Champion, Pete Dunne. Wow. I am very happy about that, I must admit. Pete Dunne being one of my favourites. That was the first moments of the match. Ace Crusher. I mean, if that was Randy Orton, that would have been it. Nice snap German suplex early on the match as well. You saw Gargano going straight to the neck after that one. A real accordion move, that one. Just folds you, compresses your spine like an accordion. There was the X-Plex earlier on in the match. The first of 2 X-Plexes eventually. And the first of 2 bitter ends here as well. That was only enough for a 2 count though, and I really thought that was going to be it quite early on, but Gargano held on. There's the second X-Plex, and to be honest, with the match that Gargano went through earlier on the night against Mustafa Ali, this could have been very, very different. If it was just a normal singles match, both guys completely fit, then it might have been a different story. But either way, Pete Dunne is your Cruiserweight champion. The Bruiserweight is in control of the Cruiserweights. So there we go, then that is the end of the episode and the end of the Cruiserweight Classic. In a few days' time we will start our brand new 205 Live Universe mode. We now know our tag team champions are the New Day. We now know our Cruiserweight champion is Pete Dunne. And of course we also know who our light heavyweight champion is. Of course that's the mid-card championship. I won't say that as in case you haven't seen it yet, but we did crown them on the first part of Shabby Takeover over on the NXT Universe mode. So I hope you've seen it all. I hope you've seen it. If not, then check it out, you know. Give me some extra views. I'm happy enough with that. Either way, stop babbling. If you have enjoyed this, please do like, please subscribe and all that other good stuff as well. And there is a link to the Patreon down below. So yeah, thank you very much. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.